This is Showtime Eric Young from Team Canada's TNA Wrestling. You're listening to In Your Head Online. And big crowds scare me, so hopefully not a lot of people watch this. I get nervous.
All right, we're back. Welcome to In Your Head Wrestling Radio. This is a special Friday night edition. I'm Jack, along with my right-hand man.
1-inch biceps.
And the man from the UK.
The voice of the beautiful people, Barbie Richards. Certainly.
Yeah,
Potato Man.
That's right, the Potato Man. And we have a special guest this evening. If you want to call and talk to him, it's 508-644-8503. We're joined by D-Ray3000. Welcome to In Your Head.
Hey, what's going on? What's up, people? You know what I'm saying? We're here with In Your Peoples in Your Head. You know, that's what you call your In Your Head, right?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm try to get myself together, getting done kicking people to sleep, whatnot. So, let's do the question thing and do the damn thing. That's how we get down. Shoot.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's how we do it. Put them pieces together.
If you go over to InYourHeadOnline.com right now, all four of us will get inside your head.
Okay, cool. I mean, hell, I got people in my head right now. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
We do the damn thing.
I guess, when you got the big hair, you never know what might be in that head.
Yeah, I'm always finding stuff, you know what I'm saying, I forget about. So, that's why I got to try to keep it clean, pick it out every day, wash it and all that good stuff, whatnot, the conditioner and all that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You have any particular brand of conditioner you want to tell the people out there?
Oh, yeah. I try all kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? I prefer the, I don't know what it's called. The stuff in the brown bottle that the ladies like, you know what I'm saying? I keep it nice and keep it from being nappy, basically, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The naps is a mug. It's as tight as a headlock. You know what I'm saying? So.
Would it be ever possible, if you're wrestling somebody maybe he's cheating or whatever, maybe you could load the afro? You just stick like a piece of lead pipe up in there or something?
I don't know about lead pipe shoot. I'm losing my equilibrium and falling all over the place, but I could probably find something like doable, maybe a piece of plastic or something. Find something.
I always wonder what was like the origin of the name.
Of the name?
Yeah. Or is that just your God-given name? Yeah.
No. That ain't my God-given name. That's a good story you bring up with the whole D-Ray3000. Y'all probably gonna have a good laugh with this one. Well, when I was wrestling as Don Crisis when I started wrestling, and then 4 years in the game, then I go up to TNA and stuff, and, after a while, they liked me or whatever, and they said, hey, we like your look and everything. You remind us of Andre 3000, which I personally don't see the resemblance, but I'm like, all right, cool. So they're like, think of something 3000. Think of something 3000. Now, get out of here. I'm busy. That's what Jeremy Borash is telling me. So I'm running in the back. This was when TNA was still in Nashville. I'm running around talking to myself, something 3000, and Raven come by, and he started talking to me, and I basically got what he was talking about because he was going 1,000 miles per hour. But then I run into Christopher Daniels. And he was like, well, what's wrong with you? I was like, they told me to come up with a name, something else. He said, D-Ray. I was like, okay. So I go back to the office, I say, D-Ray3000? All right, cool, you're D-Ray3000 now. So Christopher Daniels is basically the one who gave me my name.
Excellent.
He came up with that, yeah. So, that's how the whole D-Ray3000 came about. And since then, hey, I've been cracking skulls and kicking people to sleep with D-Ray3000, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'd like to see you maybe sometime, maybe do a little team up with, I don't know if you ever watch Conan O'Brien, but there's the Pimpbot 3000 on there.
So I've seen Conan, but I don't know the Pimpbot.
Pimpbot. Yeah, Pimpbot.
Oh, Pimpbot. Oh.
Right. He's the robot pimp.
Oh, no, I ain't seen the robot pimp. We might make a hell of a tag team there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Take over the world. Take over the world.
Was there ever was there a second choice? Was it anything anyone else came up were any suggestions by Raven any good, or was just D-Ray the first one the best?
I don't even remember if he was really helpful. He was just going on and on and on. But I mean, don't get me wrong. He's a cool dude, a good buddy of mine. But I really was just while he was talking, it was kind of like Charlie Brown had womp 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 womp, and I'm just trying to think to myself, okay, something 3,000. Let me keep thinking. Let me keep focused. You know what I'm saying? And you know, here came Christopher Daniels, and bam, there it was. So when he said D-Ray 3000, I just about gave up anyway, thinking myself. So I said that's good enough. I went and told the office, so they was happy with it. So that's how that came about, and so that's what I've been ever since, and so, you know, that's how I'm going to keep it rolling for now.
Yeah. Well, did you have, like, the whole persona, you know, before you went to TNA, or did you just come up with that? You know,
the whole get up with the hair, the whole way I came out, yeah, but with the pick, the whole thing with the pick, that's another story. Because when I was still, you know, trying out for TNA, I didn't come out with no pick. I always kept the pick with me because I'd be in the back picking it out, getting ready to go do the match, you know what I'm saying? And then Dutch Mantel said, take that damn thing with you. What the hell are you picking it back in for? I said, all right. So, you know, he's yelling and screaming at me to take the pick with me. So I went out there and did my thing with the pick. That's how that came about. And really, to me, I'm thinking this ain't ever going to get over, you know, but it worked for a little while, you know what I'm saying? Now, nowadays, I don't come out with the pick, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I should come, you know, that way jab a couple people in the throat with it every once in a while, but no, I don't come out with the pick no more. Try to be a little more on the serious note, you know, but you know, I feel like go out there and have fun and, you know, get a couple laughs and all that.
Yeah.
You know?
Definitely. Have you ever done a heel turn? Talk about, like, you know, stabbing someone with the pick.
On the indie scene, yeah, you know, I do a lot of heel stuff. You know, I wrestled Sharkboy this past summer in a hair versus mask match, you know, and they wasn't liking me too much, so I started talking to him like, hey, I don't like you neither, you know, so I told them their business. But, oh, yeah, with the indies and stuff, I do, you know, a lot of heel stuff. But as far as everything with TNA, that was all, you know, face and whatnot. But to me, I go out there and have a ball doing both, you know.
Mm-hmm. You don't have any preference, just, you know, as long as everyone's having fun?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't really got a preference. You know, both is cool with me.
Mm-hmm. Now, I read on your MySpace that you're actually trained by Sika, and if anyone wants to check out the D-Ray MySpace, it's myspace.com/D-Ray3000, and we'll have the link up on InYourHeadOnline.com. But it's pretty easy.
Man, oh man, I could tell you 1,000 stories about Sika. This guy is funny. Well, I was already wrestling for a year, but I was really trained by the Canadian Destroyer. And then after he passed, you know, I did my thing around here in the Midwest for a while. Then I went down south to Florida, and luckily I met up with Sika, and he helped me out a lot. He took me under his wing, even stayed with him for a while. Real cool old man. I mean, but he got to look. You know, when he was on TV, he looked psycho like he was gonna kill you. That's how he always looked. He used to scare me. You know, I come in and he's looking crazy. You know, but one story I got to tell you this one. Other than the one on my MySpace with the hitting the weights, because I mean that was all the time. He'd be going off. This is his way. You need to get in the gym there, kid. All you do is sit over there. You don't do nothing, play them video games. I can't do nothing with your ass, fella. You know, that's how he sound. But I remember one time we was coming from training, and I would drive him around a lot, you know. And we was coming from training. And he's like, yeah, kid, I need to stop and I need to get that beer there. Yeah, get a little drink there, you know. Oh, okay, no problem. So I pull up to the gas station. At the time, I think I was on like 19 or 20. I wasn't old enough to buy liquor. But, you know, most stores, they didn't care. You know, you just go in there and get your drink and go on. So I go in there and I get the beer. Boom, I put on the counter. The guy asks for my ID. And Sika's sitting outside at the store, and I can see him, and I point to him, and I say, well, no, it's not for me, it's for him. And Sika is looking inside, looking at us like he's going to come in there and just beat the hell out this man if I don't get this beer, you know. So I said, no, it's not for me, it's for him. And then he didn't believe me. He was like, well, I don't care, I need ID. So then I go outside and tell Sika, he's like, what the hell, I can't get my beer. Oh, okay, so he comes in, he's between the door, and he's talking to the clerk, and I'm trying to tell the clerk, it's not for me, it's for him, and all, you know. But from, you know, the clerk was doing his job, but from the way he saw it, it made it look like now I was trying to get this old man to buy me some beer, you know. So he wasn't budging. And so, okay, you know what? Okay, I don't need your stinking beer. I mean, those weren't their choice words and fit. You know, I don't, you know, you guys probably got you ready to show, so I can lie words I'm not going to say. But, you know, you can, you know, imagine. And so he takes the beer, don't even look where he's throwing it, and just chucks the beer. And I'm, oh, crap. And it goes past me. I'm seeing it flying, and I'm thinking, oh, man, now here come the police. But luckily, the beer lands in a pile of chips, and I'm like, oh, my God. And he just walks out the store, gets in the back in the car, and he's pointing his finger at the court, you know, F you, like his, you know, episode of Cops, like he's about to kick the glass in or something. And I'm like, oh, my goodness. I mean, he is a trip. I mean, I miss Sika, man. I had a good time down there. I learned a lot from him, and he had me laughing the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Awesome dude. Mm-hmm. Awesome dude.
So that a place you'd recommend to people, like if they wanted to get into the business and train?
Oh, of course. Now, I don't know if he's still got a school going down there. I know he's in Pensacola, Florida, but, I mean, my advice, if anybody can get around somebody that's been in the business for that long, been back in the days when it was still territories and stuff like that, I mean, learn as much as you can from them. Soak it up because, I mean, you don't have that anymore. The business has changed. I'll tell you this much is that the business that I grew up and fell in love with as a child doesn't exist anymore, you know? Mm-hmm. And just listening to him talk and how things were and, you know, compared to now, it's a good, you know, contrast because you learn so much when you talk to the old-timers and stuff and the veterans and the guys that's been around and made the business what it is, you know?
Mm-hmm. Who would you say is who's been the most helpful to you in your career so far?
Wow, man. Sika, man. I mean, I learned so much from him. I've learned bits and pieces off a lot of people, but I spent more time with him, learning more from him than I did just about anybody else, man. So, I mean, out of anybody I could say I learned something from, man, it would have to be him. I couldn't, you know, I couldn't take that away at all. You know, that's one part that if I could switch around my career or change things, that's one part I would definitely keep. You know. Mm-hmm. So he was very, you know, I learned a lot from the guy. He was excellent, you know.
When you went to TNA, you know, you kind of caught on right away. People like, you know, like they enjoyed you. D-Ray 3000, you stuck out a lot. You know, you're different. Why didn't you stay there longer?
Another good story. Well, you know, I mean, I did my thing in TNA. I mean, my whole attitude was, the first time going down there was like, you know what, I mean, it's probably going to have a dark match, and at least I could put that on my resume, but they called me back, and, you know, the people got into me, they liked me, and the next thing you know, I'm teaming with Sharkboy and stuff, but then Dusty Rhodes had took over the book for a while, and, you know, next thing you know, I'm sitting at home with a contract, so really wasn't much I could do, you know, I'm sitting at home with a contract, I can't go talk to nobody else as far as trying to get a job wrestling somewhere else. And so basically they forgot about me. I mean, you hear guys talk about it's disrespectful or it's a slap in the face when they call you at home and tell you you're fired. I wasn't even told I was fired, you know. They just forgot about me, you know. So that's even worse. You know, I just sat at home and they just let my contract go my home, but no, you know, they just say not this week, so but
do you think Dusty didn't like you for any particular reason, or he wanted to push like somebody else? Or
Dusty was cool. I actually, you know, saw Dusty, I'll say last April, but I mean, I don't think he had nothing against me. I just think as far as his booking, he didn't see me as a big part of the TNA product, or he didn't think I may have fit well with the TNA product or the direction he wanted to take it in. Mm-hmm. You know, but personally, like anything personal get me, not at all. You know, I think it was just a business move. I mean, unfortunately, it didn't go in my favor, but I think that was just, you know, the business decisions as Booker that he decided to do. You know, because when he took over the book, you saw it was a lot of people you didn't see on TV no more. Right. You know, so but that was part of that. And then in 2006, I get the what's your face thing, the jig. What they call that, Battle Royal in one of the pay-per-views they had took on the road, and I really never heard from them since. You know, they would tell me, oh, welcome, I'm really glad to see you in front of favorite, see you back and this, that, and the other, but that was, they haven't heard from him since, so, and then, other than that, I give him a call every once in a while to see what's going on, but, from what they tell me, they don't have no, room.
Mm-hmm. You hear a lot of people say, like, a lot of, like, the X Division kind of guys, and maybe guys that weren't, never wrestled for WWE or WCW, like, they have kind of low morale now in TNA because they bring a lot of, WWE guys. Do you see that? Do you notice that from anybody you talk to?
My time with TNA, they didn't really have too many ex-WWE guys there.
Right.
Well, recent WWE guys there. The only guy that was there when I was there was Jeff Hardy. Now, as far as like when Rhino came and the Dudleys and Billy Gunn and all them guys, I still had a contract with them, but I was sitting at home, and I noticed, a lot of guys kind of got pushed back,
Mm-hmm.
But as far as more in the locker room, I can believe that it went down because the guys that helped build the company that made TNA what it was were just told to sit in the back seat, so
Mm-hmm.
that kind of sucks for anybody,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Do we have any questions from the board, Incher?
Actually, I had a question. I just wanted to know what did you think about your teaming with Sharkboy?
Teaming with Sharkboy was fun. That was cool. That was the first time I met him. And the first time I met him, I ended up having to wrestle him. But working with him was cool. I had fun teaming up with him. He taught me how to come across more as comedy, how to be able to tell a story with that, Before that, because I guess TNA, when they came along, they just said, okay, go out there and be funny. And I'm thinking, all right, I guess the way I do my thing, I'm funny. I wasn't trying to be. But then when they put me with Shark, I learned more as far as how to be able to tell a story, and it'd be funny, too, because, he did the funny character for a long time. Now, me coming along, I just looked funny. I didn't really go out there and try to be funny, but, it was really cool work with him. I learned a lot from him, too, as far as, how to do the comedy thing, and get that over, So that was real cool, And I've seen Shark last summer, but he's doing good. He's cool.
Yeah. Have you seen his current character in TNA?
I haven't. I really don't even watch TNA, but I have read about it. He's supposed to be doing like Austin type gimmick, right? A Stone Cold thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I really don't watch TNA, but me personally, hey, if it's paying the bills, I'm sure that's probably what he said too. Hey, as long as I'm, as long as I'm wrestling and making my money.
Well, he does it very well, I have to say.
Really, I gotta check that out. Then I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna check it out.
And that's the fishing line, because Sharky says so.
Yeah. And it's funny because when people, when I go do shows all the time and stuff, they say, hey, where's the Sharkboy? I haven't seen Sharkboy. I say, oh, yeah, he drowned. You got to go to the channel and see. He drowned. That's what I tell him now. Like, he's cool, man. The Sharkboy is a cool guy.
Have you noticed that, like, on the indies, that kind of the comedy stuff is, like, starting to get more popular because you got groups like Chikara that's, it's basically based around comedy.
Yeah. Well, it's hard as indies and the big leagues and stuff. I think, a little bit of everything is good, but if you got too much of anything, no matter if it's comedy or, too technical, it's going to overkill. The best, to me, the best thing to do is have a little bit of everything, and if it gels well, then you got something. But if you got too much of anything, it's just not going to work,
Yeah, along those lines, I always thought kind of like during the Monday Night Wars, like when Nitro was really hot, that was like the best show because you had like the top guys and you had like the Super Juniors having their good matches and luchadors and you had a little bit of everything. What era is like your favorite wrestling when you were growing up?
Oh man, I had to say that, man, right there, because that was the time when I was in high school, and that's when I started. When I was 16 is when I started training, going to wrestling training. And I, right then, like the late '90s was the best. Growing up as a kid was good. Late '80s, early '90s, that was cool. But the late '90s, I was in high school, and to me, wrestling was the best because everybody gave their all. Because everybody, you know, if you didn't go out there and make that, you know, the people come back, that was it. You know, that's how it was. It's either, you know, win or lose, and then neither one of them was budging, and it was great. I mean, it was great for mostly the fans, but that was the best time to me, the late 90s, man. That was awesome.
Oh, yeah. Well, was there anybody, like, in particular that you watch and just, like, you know, you'd see that guy and you're like, you know, that, he really makes me want to become a wrestler?
Well, the only people that I looked up to growing up as a kid was only three guys, and to this day I stick to. I mean, when I see them, feel like wow, you know, is Keiji Moto, you know, Great Muta, Kurt Hennig, and Randy Savage. Those three guys right there, the guys that I always grew up watching and wonder like, wow, man, I want to do that too, and you know how they are and how they move and stuff like that. You know, those were the guys that I looked up to, you know, growing up. So.
What about those guys? Like, just their personalities or the way they worked in the ring, or just all of it?
Nine. Like with Keiji Moto, his mannerisms, you know, not exactly what he would do, but his mannerisms, it was so unique. That's what I liked about it, because you really wouldn't see nobody move like him. And Randy Savage, the way he moved, his mannerisms was so unique, you know. And Mr. Perfect, you know, he was just all excellent wrestler. I mean, you know, textbook, you know, and that's how I've always tried to make myself be, you know, as unique as possible. That sore thumb, that guy that sticks out, you know. To me, I mean, to me, that's the best method of at least getting looked at or recognized. But you know, that's what I liked about them, because they weren't like everybody else, you know. They did things their way, you know. They're not like everybody else. That uniqueness that they had was what, you know, caught my attention. It made me want to watch them more than anybody else, you know.
Oh, definitely.
That's what I like about them.
Yeah, it's like you say, like Macho Man, that guy, like when he was in his prime, he was just like, he was crazy. He was doing stuff like, you know, nobody did at the time, like doing the double axe handles off the top rope outside the ring, and the way he just
a lot of people
jump
say
around
before his time.
Yeah.
You know? So, but those guys, they just were so unique to me in everything they did. But like I said, not as much as what they did, but how they did it and how they went, you know, from just the way they would walk, you know. So that's what was cool to me, because, I mean, they just stuck out like a sore thumb. You know, they stuck out so much you couldn't help but recognize these dudes, you know.
Yeah. And, you know, people today, they might see a lot of moonsaults and a lot of big flips and stuff, but at that time, when the first time you're seeing Great Muta do the moonsault, that was really a special thing.
Yeah, it was. To me, I was, wow, you know, I got to rewind that, you know, where'd this come from?
Right.
Never seen that before, you know, and I mean, both him as just Keiji Moto or Great Muta, I was intrigued by, you know, the both of them, you know, they're the different gimmicks he had. But, yeah, when he started doing the moveset, he was the first person I seen doing that, and that tripped me out, man, you know.
Yeah. Like when I was growing up, it was him and like when Scott Steiner was with like the Steiner brothers, and he was doing the Frankensteiner, that stuff was just unreal at the time.
Frankensteiner that was out cold, you know, stuff like that. And then that was like my favorite tag team when I was a kid.
Yeah, me too.
You know, because you know the way they did their thing and the moves they would do, you know, I wouldn't really see that like watching the WWF and you know. The WCW, them guys stuck out to me. That was like, wow, you know.
Yeah. You know, nowadays everybody's doing all the superplexes and, like, the big clotheslines, but that time they were like, you know, no one was doing that stuff.
And see, when I go in there in the ring, I try to be unique as possible, you know. I give people the throw buster and stuff, and, you know, stuff like that, you know. Just try to be unique and do things that you haven't seen in years. I'll try to, like, okay, what can I make up, you know?
Right.
What move can I make that 20 years from now everybody's going to be doing it?
Yeah.
You know?
Now, would you rather do that, make up something new, or did you ever watch like old tapes and maybe see something that no one does anymore and kind of bring it back?
Well, see, that's exactly how I am. You know, I'll watch the tapes from the 70s and the 60s. You know, okay, let me bring that back. Let me try that. Or I'll get in there and think, okay, what can I, you know, make up that's going to be cool, or makeup that's just going to be just that, like, wow, where did that come from? Kind of like when you first start seeing Great Muta doing the moonsault, So some of both, really, some of both for that,
Mm-hmm. So. Kind of along those lines, anybody like on the indie scene like ask you to do like maybe a really crazy spot or something? You're just like, no way am I taking that move.
Not really. I mean, I haven't had nobody ask me too much, nothing crazy. I remember there was this one guy, even when I was in Florida, and I think he might have been a little on something, But we was supposed to have a ladder match, and he wanted me to be on top of the ladder, and then they pushed the ladder, and I go flying and hit the floor from the top of the ladder in the ring. I'm like, oh, hell no, you can't. You going to pay that Dr. Bill? You crazy? That's about the only thing I could think of, but nothing too out there, no, But haven't had nobody ask me to do too many crazy, but,
Yeah.
I'm not jumping off no roofs or no,
There goes my next question.
Yeah. Oh, no. Not for me.
I think we asked...
Ain't my style.
We say Inchman?
I think we ask every TNA guest that has worked for TNA previously, which ring do you like better, the 6-sided ring or the 4-sided one?
Oh, man. All right. Now, I was with them for like a couple months when they still had a 4-sided ring before they went to the 6-sided. And when they had the 6-sided, everybody looked at it and scratched their head, And then I got in there and I got dizzy because I looked everywhere I looked, it was turnbuckles, And I'm like, wait a minute, I had to go and just sit down for a second. And I just sat in there for a minute just trying to get used to it. But it took me about maybe a couple of weeks before I got used to it, before you could, put it in your head and, because when you're in the ring, you're home. You know where everything is. You got, what's the word I'm looking for? Help me out here. What's the word I'm looking for? You know where everything is. Your ring positioning. Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
The ring position, you know where you are, but when you go from that, and then in the 6-sided, that's so different. It was different for everybody at first, but I got used to it. The next thing I wasn't even thinking about that no more. And the cool thing about that is, there's so much different stuff you could do on them kind of angles that you couldn't do in a 4-sided ring,
Yeah.
But personally, what I liked better, give me a 4-sided ring any day,
Yeah. I know when we had Kip James on, he said, like, the 6-sided ring he thought maybe would be better for, like, the smaller guys. But he was saying, like, for guys like his size that are big, it was real bad because, like, he, like, runs across the ring in, like, 2 steps or something. So
I agree. Something like that. When they probably came up with that idea, the 6-sided ring, they probably was thinking more the Lions X Division stuff and, cruiserweight stuff. I don't think they had, heavyweights in mind too much when they was thinking of, hey, let's get the 6-sided ring. I think I would agree with him on that one, But me personally, even though I'm not the biggest dude, but like I said, man, I'd rather have a 4-sided ring than a 6-sided ring. But, I mean, both of them the 6-sided is cool, but I'd rather have a traditional 4-sided ring,
A lot of people asking here in the chat room. Crazy B, he wants to know about your mad... Crazy B for life. I don't know. Crazy B, let us know what the B stands for. Or maybe it's a she, I don't know. It's either a he or a she. Maybe it's a he or she.
Yeah.
They want to know about your match with MVP on Smackdown.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that was cool. The week before, I got a call from the WWE to come do that, which was like a shocker. I'm like, okay, wow, yeah, I'd love to, cool. And, got in there at MVP. He was a real cool guy. That's the first time I ever met him, and he was real cool about everything. We had, it was cool. The match was cool. I really can't say nothing, was different and stuff, but it just went by real quick, it was like a flash, a light really, but, it was cool to be in a whole different gimmick though, it was totally different from anything that I've done before, I'm coming out there with a spear and making faces and making noises like, stuff like that. And, which that was fun. I had fun doing it. I really like to do that some more. I still even got the stuff from that match.
Yeah.
But
do you ever think about bring that stuff out just for do it on the indies every once in a while?
They never thought about it, but, you know, it's an idea, man. Maybe one day I will do that. But that was cool, man, because it was like, okay, it was a challenge, not just because, okay, but this is Smackdown, okay, this is WWE, but because now, bam, you have to be this guy now. You know, totally different from what I've done before, which was exciting to me, you know, and I was ready for it, and I had a blast doing it. A lot of guys was like, oh, man, that was funny, that was great when I got back to the back, and, you know, a lot of them liked it and stuff. But I had fun doing that, man, so, I mean, you know, anybody that doesn't listen, hey, you know, I'll do the Rico Barramongo again.
Right.
You know?
You said they were happy with it. Was there any talks, like, you know, bringing it back or anything like that?
Actually, no, but as soon as I got back to the curtain, you know, Vince man, he came up to me, you know, and he shook my head and told me, thank you very much, I really appreciate that and stuff. And everybody was like, wow, you know, and Charles Robbins, he was the ref for that match. He told me, Vince don't normally do that. He don't, you know, go to people and tell them thank you like that. So I must have did something right, but, you know, I don't know. I don't know, but no, nobody came up to me as far as wanting to use that. I bring that gimmick in, but, I mean, I think it'd be funny if they did, though.
Yeah, definitely. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it on TV anytime. Just in, Crazy B for life, it means Brandon.
Oh, okay, Brandon. Okay, well.
That was boring, wasn't it?
Well, maybe how about Crazy Brandon? Well, because the B, he's a lot of mystery there. Because I can tell you one. I'm from the hood. I know a whole bunch of crazy bees. You know what I'm saying? You know, around the corner. You know, standing on the street. I know a whole bunch of them. That's why we need to be a little bit more specific. You know, Brandon.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of crazy bees. Dude.
You can hook her up after the show with the Crazy Bee.
Slightly crazy, not totally crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I know some sit up the wall out their minds need to be in the mental house bees. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to hear from any of those.
There's plenty of them walking around, you know what I'm saying? You don't need that.
I think Inter knows about them from his previous place of employment.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a call here from Portugal. El TNA fan.
Okay, El Curryman fan.
El Curryman fan.
Yes. We christened that name yesterday. Or Wednesday.
Always the top attitudes. All right, what's on your mind, man?
I have two questions for Mr. D. Ray 3000.
Okay, what's up?
I'm doing fine. My first question is, I heard you talking about the Great Muta, which is a guy that I also am a big fan of. So my question is, were you or are you an avid, do you collect Japanese tapes? Are you avid collector of Japanese tapes?
Oh, yeah, man. I follow a lot of the stuff over there. New Japan, All Japan, Noah, you know. I think that Hustlers is totally that's out there. That's something else. You know?
Yeah, just quick. I'm a big fan. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Hustle. I know some people give it a bad name on the internet, but I quite enjoy the tape.
You talking about the dancer? Because I do the dance. I do my own type of hustle because I'm all over the place when I try to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the
3, 2, 1, hustle.
Yeah. I used to get a lot of the tapes and stuff like that, and I follow up what's going on over there. You know.
Mm-hmm.
What was the other question there?
My other question is, let's say in the future when you're looking back in your career, what do you think is going to be the thing or the things that people will remember you of? You know, the things that people will say, this was what the Ray 3000 contributed to the world of professional wrestling. Well,
if these are people talking, they're probably going to say, you remember that guy with the nappy hair that came with the Sharkboy? That's what they're probably going to say. The dude, that skinny guy with the pick that had a bunch of hair that didn't make no sense. That guy, remember him? That's what people would say. You know, the guy that used to get his butt kicked all the time, the team with Sharkboy. You know, the guy with Sharkboy is what people would say. The guy with the hair was Sharkboy.
Damn that Sharkboy.
Maybe one day we'll see D-Ray 3000, Curryman, and Sharkboy, like a reunion.
You never know. Never say never. Anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? You know
I would be a very happy man.
Yeah, we can be the new Super Friends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of Curryman, have you ever worked under a mask?
No, never done that. I remember one time, I think this was in Alabama, One guy didn't make the show, and they was gonna put me under the mask, but I always had the hair.
Yeah,
and I'm thinking, how am I gonna fix this thing? No, I mean, it didn't have a hole in the top of nothing, so I'm thinking, I don't know. They just like, can you put this on? It was a purple mask, and I'm looking like, I tried, but as soon as I was about to get all dressed up in that gimmick, here come that guy. So I thought, oh, wonderful, great. So no, I never went under the hood, but I wouldn't put the idea away, maybe one day, I don't know.
Yeah, it would have to be like a Psychosis kind of style mask.
Yeah, I could be the masked afro or something,
Right.
The masked afro man.
Maskfro?
Yeah, maskfro. I go to Mexico and be, El Perro Loco, and then, put me under the hood with the hair sticking out and, 12 or 15 picks falling out my head when I'm making my way to the ring or something. I don't know.
If anyone's listening and they want to try any of these ideas, you can always email D-Ray, _Ray3000@yahoo.com.
Oh, yeah, I'm always online, so you know what I'm saying. Hit me up, I'll be there.
Excellent. Did you have anything else, LTNA fan?
No, those were my fine questions.
Thanks for calling in, dude.
Konnichiwa.
Take it easy, man. That was cool. Oh, it's Portugal. Dang, y'all ready to get all over the place.
Yep.
Sure.
Have you ever? I know you wrestled in Canada. Have you ever wrestled anywhere else out of the United States?
Nah, just Canada. Canada and here. That's about it. Canada and United States. But the furthest I've been in Canada is to Toronto. That's the furthest I've been up that way. But mostly everything I've done just been here so far. But I mean, hell, I'm trying to go all around the world if I can,
Yeah, definitely.
So that's definitely in the plan. Somehow, some way, I'm gonna try to go all around the world. If I gotta get in the air balloon and do it, I'll do that too. You know what I'm saying? Whatever works.
Yeah, that's another new gimmick for you. I don't think anyone's ever come to the ring in an air balloon.
Hey, there you go. Nappy head guy in the air balloon. Here you come.
Is there any difference, like wrestling in Canada and the United States, or the crowd's pretty much the same?
Not really. The parts of Canada I wrestled in are pretty much closer to the States. Now, I haven't gone that far up, like, as far like Quebec and, all that kind of stuff. But everywhere in Canada I wrestled is close to the United States, so the crowds are basically the same. The fans are just as, into it as the American fans, and then, the wrestlers. Only thing that's different is sometimes I can't understand them because, the Canadian accent and whatnot. And,
right. And their flip-top heads.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Huh?
And their flip-top heads.
Yeah, that too, and the different color monies. I get $5 back in change. I'm like, damn, you ain't got no singles, but they ain't got no singles, So I had a little argument with a lady one time over the money. I didn't know how their money was. They got, they call they pennies, they money's like the cartoons, Looney Tunes, Loonies, or something like that. I don't know.
It's like Monopoly money.
Yeah, I'm, green, red, blue, orange. Damn, shit. We get one color, please.
I don't see how you're ever going to go to the strip club without singles, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, they got a change purse or something at the strip club over there. And you put the loonies or something in. I mean, I know that's going to get heavy after a while. Dude. Dang. You can't tip them with no chain. At least, I know the women's over here don't play that. You know what I'm saying? I've talked to a couple. I mean, don't put it past me. I go hang out there with y'all, believe me. I come in there with a bunch of chains to throw on stage. I ain't scared to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I heard you're a big comic book fan. Is there any...
Oh, yeah, man. I'm huge into the comics, man. I mean, the best thing going right now is The Walking Dead. That is, like, the best comic out, man. That is so crazy. If there's any comic book fans listening, they would probably agree with me. The best comics is the Walking Dead, The Sword, that new X-Force that came out, and Dynamo 5. Those right there are my top 4 comics right there, man. I'm huge into that. What about you guys? You guys in any comics or anything like that?
You guys into comics? I haven't read them for a while. I used to read my brothers when I was younger.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm at the comic store on every Wednesday on a brand new comic day, man, getting all my new comics. I mean, it's addicting like it's crack or something. The guy that worked at my comic book store, I told him, man, you make an excellent drug dealer because, man, you can sling them comics good. Shoot, for real. I'm telling you, I'll be in there addicted. I can't wait to the next issue. That Walking Dead is off the hook. I mean, even if you're not a comic book fan, I would suggest reading this because the story is that good. It is excellent. If you like to read, I would suggest to go out and get The Walking Dead. It's a zombie type thing. It's like a never-ending zombie movie. It's awesome.
I'll have to check that one out.
That sounds really good.
Yeah. You guys will like that. I'm telling you. It's called The Walking Dead. Greatest comic I hadn't read in a long time. And I can't put it down.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best one.
I'm just trying to blank here, but I do like the comic book that they just made the movie about recently. It was the horror movie.
30 Days a Night.
30 Days a Night, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's cool. That's cool. At first, I thought you were talking about Ghost Rider. That's the close thing I think you're talking about. But I never really actually read that comic though. But the movie was all right. It was all right. But any movie, when it comes to movies that are from books or comics and stuff, they never totally stick to the story. If you leave them there, look at all the X-Men and the Hawk, the Punisher, all of them, Fantastic Four, Spider-Man. They don't stick to the comic like they normally, even the cartoons. But I mean, they're still good though. With the special effects and all that good stuff. But
did you ever see Did you ever see the original Fantastic Four movie? Not the newest one, but the one that was out maybe 10 years before that.
It's
a Roger Corman movie.
No, I haven't seen that, but I do remember seeing a really cornball Captain America and Spider-Man movie back in 1989 or something like that.
This ranks up about that level.
Yeah, and I remember. You remember the Punisher when he was living in the sewer? You remember that one?
Yeah, the Dolph Lundgren one.
That's how bad that was. Yeah, that one. That was horrible. But
doesn't
really,
Captain America have rubber ears?
I don't know. He got a little wings on his head and stuff. They take them off every once in a while. To me, they look kind of fruity. I'm not a big Captain America fan, but I mean, that's a hell of a gimmick. You see somebody wrestle with some wings on his mask like that. You better be tough. I tell you that much.
And the Red Skull, he was Italian in that movie.
Yeah, but like I said, even the people that are not big comic fans, I mean, after you read The Walking Dead, you will be. Especially if you like zombies and horror and all that. It is excellent. I suggest all you guys go out and look for that. The Walking Dead.
Excellent. We'll have to check that one out because we'll give a plug for other show over at WithoutYourHead.com. We interview some horror movie people over there.
Oh, yeah? Well, hey, ask them about that. I mean, they probably know about it.
Yeah.
They might be taking ideas from that one because that one is excellent.
Is there any particular villain or hero that you'd like to play in a movie?
Oh, let me. That's a good one. I don't know. I would like to do Cable. That's one of my favorite heroes. You guys know who Cable is, right?
Yeah.
Something like Cable, like Sinestro from the Green Lantern, but I don't know that I would really fit the part as far as my looks though, because I don't know too many superheroes or bad guys, walking around with hair like me or nothing. But I'd love to see that in a comic or something,
Yeah.
If I could draw, I'll make a comic. Oh man. But I don't know if I couldn't sell it to no children because I come out with some real crazy stuff.
Did you Did you ever discuss comic books with Raven backstage? He was a big fan.
Yeah, actually I have. He told me that he wrote for Marvel one time. He wrote a Spider-Man for Marvel. And a lot of the guys didn't even believe him. Then the next week, bam, he brought it with him. And I read it was pretty good. It was about, the wrestling one when, Spider-Man did the wrestling thing. And I actually got that one. But yeah, I know he's big into comics and stuff too. We discussed comics a good couple times,
Mm-hmm.
So.
Something we always get our fans asking here is if you have any good rib stories.
Rib stories? Oh, man. I got a lot of them, man. But that's the thing. All my rib stories ain't too happy. I don't know if I could tell them on this show. I could tell one. Here we go. This is TNA times. I got it. My ear was hurting one night, and I had an ear infection, right? And I was in the hotel with the Sharkboy. And he would go out and stuff, so he'd do his thing. And I'm sitting there in the bed, my head is aching, like my ear, I think I had an ear infection at the time. Then I hear somebody bang at the door, boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, get the hell away from here, I'm sleeping. You know, I'm thinking it was the Shark playing or somebody playing with me, because they used to like doing that. One time I was in my room sleeping, the whole lot, well, not the whole locker room, but a few of the guys, the Wildcat, Chris Hess and James Storm and all them, they came in my room, they took my sheets and threw me up, you know, like I was a trampoline or something out of my sleep. But that's a different story. But just somebody's boom, 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 boom at the door, and I'm screaming, what the hell do you want? Go away. And I'm hearing this voice. I'm like, fine, whatever. So I get up, you know, I ain't got on nothing but my drawers. I don't give a damn. I get up and just got my drawers. And I look out the peephole, and I just see this little hair, and I'm thinking to myself, what the hell, the maid wants this late at night, you know? So I open the door, and it's a broad. And I'm like, oh, and I just got my drawers on, so I open the door even more wider. Oh, what you need? You know, that's what's neat. And then she asked me, is Lance Hoyt in there? And I'm like, no, this ain't his room. You come in. And she just walked off pissed and stuff. And so the next week I see him, and I say, hey, man, this broad come up to my room, waking me out of my sleep looking for you. He's like, oh, yeah, we sent you up to your room to mess with you. I'm like, well, damn, she sure didn't. I don't know if it was on me or her, because she wasn't too happy, you know, but I was. You know. I know I was. But, I mean, I could give you a ton of them, but that's probably the cleanest one I could probably think of, you know. So
you could save the rest for the D-Ray comic book.
Yeah, I'll put it in the comic book. You damn right. That's what I do.
Yeah,
if I made a comic book, huh?
I was saying everybody's doing the biographies. You know, you're a different kind of guy. You don't want to do what everybody else doing. Yeah, do the comic book.
It'd be called D-Ray 3000 Stories from the Hood. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be all kind of stuff. A little bit of wrestling. It'll be all, my comic be all over the place, man. And then I'll make an adventure where I get in a hot air balloon and go all over the world. How about that? Why not?
As long as we get a cameo.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good. But hey, yeah, forget the book. I'll make a comic. You know what? That's a good idea. I'm gonna use that.
Yeah, because we had an idea here on In Your Head, because we always think, you know, the rumor's true that wrestling fans can't read. So when we put out the In Your Head book, we're doing a pop-up book.
Oh, hey, there you go. At least you know you get their attention.
Exactly.
You know, you get that much out of them. You know, a couple smiles and then, you know. If you ain't got no pictures, it ain't worth picking up anyway, probably the most. So I don't know.
We got a call. Yeah, we got a call here. We got Ryron.
Good evening, sir.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. I want to compliment you first on your taste in comics, because Walking Dead is really just the best thing that comes out every month.
Told you, yeah, it's awesome, ain't it?
Yeah, you see what happened to Tyrese?
Oh, man, that was too much, man. I like Tyrese. I didn't like all what happened to him, you know what I'm saying? That kind of messed me up, because I like Tyrese. I wish they kept that going. No. Didn't want to cool with that one, man. You know. And I don't really want to give it away, because, I mean, if somebody goes out there and buy it, believe me, they'll be addicted to the book like me and you, you know?
Yeah, Jack, I recommend it to you.
Right, I had a birthday last week, if any of the listeners out there want to send me a late present.
Yeah, it's called Walking Dead, everybody out there. It's dangerous. It's just like crack. Be careful. Telling you, that's a good book.
So what was your question there, Ryron?
I'm curious, do you feel that comedy wrestling is undervalued by fans or promoters?
In a way, yes. In a way, no. Because like I said earlier, I mean, I think a little bit of everything is good, but too much of one thing is not good. But like if you have like too much comedy, it looks corny. But if you have just enough, it can work, you know. So, but at the same time, sometimes, you know, I see people that look at it as underrated, and I see people that are just too much into it, where there's so much into it that it kills it, because most of the stuff they do or most of their card is full of comedy. But even if you look at a lot of the more serious wrestlers out there, I mean, you will see them. It'll be a little bit of comedy in their match, but in all, if you look at wrestling in general, it's kind of like a comedy, you know?
Right.
So
along those lines, I'll just say quick. Along those lines, you think it's best, like, instead of doing the all-show comedy, to use it as comic relief? Like, you know, if you got a comedy segment in between everything else that's all serious, it sticks out more.
Well, yeah, I mean, with anything, especially wrestling, there's gonna be some lightheartedness there, man. Because I mean, too much serious can get boring, but too much comedy at the same time can sometimes be too cheesy and annoying in a way. You know, that's why I mean, to me, it's always good to have it all balanced out, to have a little bit of everything. You know.
Well, what was your question? Did we lose Ryron? Oh,
you
man.
still there, man?
Uh-oh. We lost Ryron. Sorry, Ryron, call back in.
Maybe he had to pick up The Walking Dead and forgot we was talking or something. It happens. That's how good it is, man. I'm telling you.
Who puts that out, The Walking Dead?
That's Image Comics.
Okay.
That's the monthly comic. Right now they're on number 48. But, I mean, it's definitely worth it to go back and get the paperback of volumes 1 through 7. But, you know, it's definitely worth it to go get it, man, because that is one hell of a story. Mm-hmm. You guys will love it, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I was a big Image comic fan back in the day.
Oh, yeah, like Savage Dragon.
Oh, there you go. That's the one that I like.
The Youngblood and all that good stuff.
Shadowhawk.
Yeah. Yeah, they still doing the Savage Dragon. They came out with a new Youngblood, you know.
Okay.
So, I mean, they still pushing, you know, some of the classics, and Spawn, of course, that's still going. But, I mean, the comic book world has changed big time. I mean, everybody is on hard edge. Even Marvel and DC, they got some crazy stuff out there. You know, a lot of this stuff ain't marketed towards children anyway, but it's crazy, man. But that Walking Dead is a must-have, I'll put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
If you gotta read something, read that.
I'm definitely putting that on my wish list here.
Do that, man.
Yeah, I'll have to work out with all our fans here which one. Each one could buy me a different issue.
Yeah, tell every single one of them to get you a new volume of it. I'm telling you, because you believe me, you'll be screaming at them to tell them to hurry up. That's how much you've been paying for it, man. I'm telling you, like I say, it's just like crack. Don't mess with it. Hey, you mess with it, you better be ready and responsible.
You know, we just had a caller here, and as soon as you said crack, I hung up.
Yeah, man. Maybe it brought back some bad memories to the person. I don't know.
It reminded them or something. I don't know.
Running down the street right now.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they calling up to find them a rehab joint or something. I don't know.
Well, tell everybody check out your MySpace at myspace.com/DRay3000 if they want to send you a message or they just want to see what you're up to, anything like that. Anything you want to tell all the fans out there?
Well, yeah, you know, like you said about the MySpace, definitely check me out. Any, you know, fans got some questions or something, I'm always online. Feel free, you know what I'm saying? Any promoters out there want to bring DRay3000, you know, out to where you guys at and whatnot, hit me up on the MySpace, hit me out on the email. I'm all good for whatever, but I'm always online, so, you know, come check it out, pictures, whatever. We can rap about the wrestling, comics, hey, the crazy bees hanging on the corner. I don't care, you know what I'm saying? It's all good with me, you know what I'm saying? It's all good.
Excellent. We really want to thank you coming on tonight. It was a lot of fun.
Definitely.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I had a blast, you know. It was cool. Shoot.
Hey, everybody, this is your favorite TNA knockout, Tracy Brooks, and you're listening to In Your Head Online.